Here we are, the Sinking City Remastered. Frosty welcome, dear Mr. Charles Reed. As you requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. Turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you there. Meet you here to help you on your way. Quarterly, Johannes van der Berg. The city... Oh, okay, so those are just tips. So yeah, we're going to try to do a full playthrough of this. So be sure to leave a like, comment. Let me know what you think. If you got any tips for me, that's fine, just no spoilers. It's gonna be a blind playthrough. So, yep, here we go. Jeez Louise. Iran ship. Alright, here we go. Jeez. Didn't mean to do that.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Folding camera. Okay, this is what we read at the beginning. Okay. Oh, I'll take that. Look at that, 1911.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Okay, then we will keep it. What's that? Right, hold on, let me... It looks a little dark. And it's not because I'm scared. So, 1 second. Gameplay, subtitles are on. Video, gamma. Just turn this up a little bit. A Tommy gun. Photo of a trophy plate. All evidence collected. Oh, okay. Clearly the best detective in the world. Gunpowder, coil springs, shell casings. Okay. What is on your vest, dude?
Now get out.
Oh, okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to...
1 second, sorry.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me your Highness. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
About my problem.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Where's this Robert
How
Throgmorton?
can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
See? I'll need somewhere to stay.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
How do I get to the Devil's Reef?
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
What else did you mark on the map?
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper. Places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
What do you do here?
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought, like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Goodbye.
That's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
100% don't trust this Joker. 100%. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Welcome to Oakmont, a town on the rise. So everyone's praying or worshiping the water? Interesting. Police line do not cross. I mean, I'm a detective, so I could probably figure this out. Titania lifeboat.
You like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Can't catch a mackerel since those Innsmouthers took over the fishing business.
What? Innsmouthers. Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope someone finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below Oakmont. There's unreadable. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor Unreadable, I fear that will become me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Unreadable. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. In the end, it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father, Unreadable. He's here. Oh, jeez Louise. This instantly reminds me of Returnal on PS5.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Sanity. Press T for information. The Sanity's bar reflects your mental stability. Sanity depletes whenever you encounter horrific or incomprehensible things, such as monsters or crime scenes, and certain enemies can sap sanity with their attacks. Oh gosh. Oh, I could tell. That's trippy. Go this way. Nothing here. Oh, here we go. So here's a VIP.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I don't want to jump the gun. Let's just... What happened to your son?
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers. Mark my words.
Okay, who are the Innsmouthers?
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Okay. We got, like, a conflict here. What do you know about the visions?
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Your features are unusual.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's
He said it in the
because no
safest
man
way.
measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
I can try to find Albert.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Vera.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you.
Tell me more about the case.
I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Tane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
Okay. We found the lifeboat. Where's the fisherman's house?
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well,
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton.
Find my son.
okay, yeah. Okay. Dude is clearly helpful. I found your son's will.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Bye.
And so, his son went on an expedition. Don't know what for. He sent him there. Mind Palace. Albert Throgmorton behaved strangely after returning from the sea. He was mad, violent, and spoke gibberish. Throgmorton Innsmouth feud. Okay, the Throgmortons and Innsmouthers are in an ongoing feud. Okay. Casebook. Robert Throgmorton wants to find his son Albert, who went missing after the port. Okay, we know that. Until he's found, Robert won't allow anyone to leave the port, and he won't help me. Key to the room. This is just our notes. Okay. Don't know what the question mark is. Lore. We got the will. Oh, what the heck did I just do? Oh, I crafted. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so let's figure out what happened to his son. Okay, crafting. So this is the house that it happened in. Does anyone else want to talk to us? Talk to you.
Don't do anything stupid, newcomer. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Jeez.
I've said everything I know.
You said everything you know. H.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
That's the way mine is, so. This symbol. These shell casings and gunpowder. So what? Jeez. What in the world? Okay, so that highlights stuff. Interesting.
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
Oh, she can almost read it. Okay, there's nothing else here. I think there's something over here. No, it's just a light. Alright, let's go upstairs. Oh, hello.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
It's true. And this guy's dancing back there. Clearly not worried about his friend. Just don't know how to brought my menu back up. Sorry. Put the gun away.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
Oh, I will, thank you.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Did he jump out the window? I'm gonna look around before I talk to that guy. Okay, so that means loot.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Wait, do I gotta take pictures of the evidence? Holy crap.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Jeez. Sanity. What the heck is that? Yeah, we know about that.
Five cards short of a full house. I'm surprised I don't have someone's portrait here.
Mind's Eye. Press Q to activate. Using Mind's Eye whenever you see a distortion in the corners of the screen and hear a ringing sound. It may reveal images of the past, illusions, omens, or tracks that are otherwise invisible. Hold left click to see the full pictures. Oh. What?
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
Dude.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
What? Fish face.
Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
So that's nothing, so okay.
Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Oh, is this the effect it was talking about? Oh. Whoa. I knew it. I knew it. Let's talk to Leroy over here.
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police?
already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me what happened.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar.
Does it? Does it though? Who are you?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was add or starve.
Where are the others? Where's Barry?
Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea where Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Okay, what happened to Paul?
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
Who is Kay?
Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know.
I've got to go.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Oof. Okay. Retrocognition. Retrocognition allows you to understand the events that happened in the past, inspect enough evidence on the scene, and a vision will emerge. Step into it and find all the critical scenes. Mark the scenes in chronological order to gain new evidence. Okay, let's try this. Let's see if we can picture what happened. Okay, this is cool.
What's happening?
Okay, so this must be where it started. He's levitating. They're running out the room.
Take this, ape face.
What? Okay, so a fight broke out.
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Okay, so it's just like it appears. So this is one. Two.
Take
That's
this,
three.
ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
What was that? Gee, that thing was ugly. All evidence collected. Okay. Mind Palace. Let's see. Okay. Will Hammond, I got his testimony. House brawl. Okay, Mind Palace. Okay, so let's figure this out. Okay. So, Albert attacked the fisherman with sudden psychotic outbreak? No. So, sudden psychotic outbreak, Lewis shot without warning. Albert spread hysteria around him. Albert Throgmorton spread some of the psychic influence which made everyone crazy. Okay. Albert returned unstable. Albert Throgmorton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Okay. Oops, we're not done. On Palace. One fisherman is missing. Albert and the fisherman named Lewis fled the scene after the fight in the house. I can track them using my supernatural sense. Okay. Lewis shot without warning, and then Albert fled when wounded. Anti-Throgmorton sentiment. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands of the Throgmortons. That could be the reason to hate them. True. So this is... I could track down the... Okay. Follow the omens. Oh, okay. Ew.
I gave you clear instructions, did I not?
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
So it looks like he went this way. Still psychosis.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Relax.
Something in the pocket.
Bloodstain note, Lewis, please, just give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't yet have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping about the port. But don't worry, I struck a nice deal with the proper people and should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week and I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? Relax. Dude, get your freaking gun out. Okay, let's get the Tommy gun. It's gold. Bruh. So let's see. We got a bloodstained note. We got a torn piece of jacket. Bar owner is indebted to Lewis. Lewis pursued Albert. No. No. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may have wanted to kill Albert outright because he was a Throgmorton rather than just drive him off. Okay, so we may have a personal hatred going on here. Which is not cute. Not cute. Let's check upstairs. Let's check downstairs, because it's locked, so... Padlocks. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or a melee attack. Well, I'm not wasting a bullet.
The door won't budge.
What was that? Ew.
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Shoot. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh. Holy crap. So, it was definitely a murder. Yep, it was definitely a murder. Lewis the Innsmouth that killed Albert Throgmorton may be hiding at the bar in Oakmont Port. I was checking for loot, so not ready to go into the bar just yet. I'll make sure I get all the loot, all of it. Ugh. Nasty. Don't want to go by that person. Well, I got a feeling this is going to be a lot scarier than I thought it was going to be. 3. So this is Pier 3. So let's go. Ooh. Let's go to the bar.
Oh, yeah. Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
Okay, so what, the currency is a bullet? Definitely want to keep ammo up. Oh, wait, skills? No, no. Oh, what did I just put that in? That's what I wanted. Oh well.
You look familiar, but old Billy hasn't seen you around.
Yeah. No, right, Billy. Okay. Alright. Ooh. Here, I thought I was like... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Really? Am I really stuck? Ooh. Okay. Get me out of here. Alright, Data, don't break the game just yet. Oh, no secrets either. for you. Under the keel bar.
Stay alert. Monsters lurk underground. They're everywhere.
Ugh, I'll miss the carpenter's food giveaway with this darn port closure.
Come closer, troubled soul.
You're some kind.
Yes, my dear, yes. Oh, it's so clear. Your path holds many surprises, newcomer.
Really? Like what?
Not so fast, newcomer. I see many things. For a small fee, I'll tell you some of them.
Alright, how much? $1?
Your money has no value here, newcomer. After the flood, Oakmonters deal in
You ain't getting a bullet.
practical. Booze, smokes, and bullets. And I'll make it easier for you. I don't smoke.
Man. Alright.
Let's hear what my future holds.
Good. Let me focus. The sea will be generous in the coming days. Many gifts delivered, and many will regret partaking.
I don't think I follow.
I see old and new. A hard heart against an iron will. Whoever wins, you win too. But you'll only see that from inside a metal cage. And tall pillars, circled by the dead. A race from one to the next, as time itself laughs.
That made no sense.
It is what it is.
What?
I knew it. I knew I would get scammed. The fortune teller's prophecy. Tall pillars suckle next to dead. Okay.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
We need to find Lewis Flynn.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
You want him gone? I can help. You're harboring a criminal.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs.
That's what I thought.
Smart man.
I've seen some unsettling creatures around.
I've seen some.
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than...
Bye.
You want a drink?
Still a little confused by all of that. So... it's monsters, but it's because of sanity. Alright, Let's go confront Lewis here.
What the? Get the... Oh.
Oakmount Chronicle. Nothing.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
How did it all happen?
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
You killed Albert, why?
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Why do you look like that?
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Want to spit on me, whisper to your friends? What's new?
No, I'm sorry. I didn't know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
This is a tough one, guys. Why do your people hate the
I hear
Throgmortons?
there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
What's a grand family?
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
Your actions look deliberate.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I've heard
I
enough.
think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
I don't think he did it intentionally. I think he was actually mind controlled because that's everybody else was.
I won't tell him. Everyone seems to agree there's been an outbreak of madness around these parts. I'm inclined to believe you fell victim to it too. Plus, that seems heartless to tear apart a family after what you've been through already.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
That said, the port's still closed. What will you do?
Hide here, I guess. Don't have a choice. The streets are flooded with police.
I'll make something up to tell Throgmorton. Leave as soon as you can.
Thank you again, sir. I won't forget this.
Okay. Lewis was aware of his actions. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight with Albert Throgmorton. Lewis was mentally affected. Yeah. Lewis was under mental influence. Lewis killed Albert Throgmorton while under some sort of mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed for Albert's death. I could try and cover for him, or else Robert Throgmorton will have his head. You know, it's... That's what it's gotta be, unfortunately. There is that feud between the Innsmouths and the Throgmortons, but... You know, I hate his son died. Let's just go make something up. Give them some closure. Some sort of closure.
Mr. Throgmorton.
What?
You've
seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible, and when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Bye.
I've said everything I know.
Ugly feet.
Mr. Throg... Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
The murderer is dead.
I tracked the murderer down, but he was attacked by those things prowling the back alleys. They tore him apart. There was that Innsmouther fisherman, Lewis. He was covered in your son's blood. That may have attracted the beasts.
Are you certain the body is his?
Beyond any doubt. All that's left of him is a heap of flesh and this scrap of cloth. It's from his jacket. Just ask his friends.
Alas, this was my revenge to exact, not some wild beasts. Something must be done about those pests. Still, justice has been served. This isn't closure, but at least I know now the story. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton.
That's exactly what it was.
I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Kay, to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I don't want to give him too much information about myself.
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness. all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
Why a geological... So that's what they were doing. Why a geological expedition?
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Any link between the visions and hysteria?
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You think the flood is unnatural?
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster.
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Any discoveries so far?
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
The murder and the expedition are linked?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
Tell me more about the expedition.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
Let's talk payment.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Oh. Hello. A 44, the Widowmaker. Okay. So Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of the mass hysteria gripping Oakmont. The expedition was set to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Robert Throgmorton gave me a key to the expedition headquarters. It is in northern Coverside at the crossroad of Asher Road and Hubert Avenue. Northern Coverside, Asher Road, and Hubert Avenue. What? Right here? Okay. And then Robert Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. So we actually gotta look for places? That's wild. But I like it. So let's do... I won't carry more materials. More experience. Easy. Okay. Here we are. Just make sure we don't harbor materials. Okay, we got nothing. The heck? Jeez Louise. Holy moly. My diary, part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. Only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache. The worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of boat helped me survive, and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about the ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I'd seen was real. But my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering, and it still haunts me.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger and I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is just opposite of yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot and am beyond saving. But the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I'm gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be Archon's last hope for enlightenment. Please, be the bearer of this light. For I have failed. Charles Reed. All that we see or seen is just a dream within a dream.
Never again, they say.
It's insanely deep, actually. Sweet dreams. Poppy extract.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Oh, watch out now. Ooh. All right. Mr. Reed, you were the rare example of a man who treated one of my kind humanly, and I feel I have to repay the debt to you. Take this as a friendly piece of advice. Run. Save your life and leave this Drock city to the depths. Don't dig into the secrets. for they are not worth it. There's nothing good left here. I believe you can find a way to escape. Please, heed my words. Lewis Flynn. Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Joanne's.
Makes this place feel more like home.
Whoa.
I miss Boston already.
The Tome of the Mayor. The fishermen talk of a place near the Blackwood Manor on the southern part of the Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea such that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. The nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They are just men, the Yellow King's gang. They can't get here now. They can't get here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. A little longer, I'll figure them out. Okay. Bewitched Tome. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cedar mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. This book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in the eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Holy moly. Holy crap. I had a dream so real it makes my hands shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As a pile of corpses grew bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel. And then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel at the park in western Old Grove near Century Avenue and Beacon Street, but where could the book be? Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying the stones and putting them in the moist soul of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes. The book was still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in Central Salvation. Okay, so this is just... gunpowder. Took a lot of effort to track down this book after being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum. It was brought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out the place, but in vain. Still there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in Western Reed Heights where the surgeon worked has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Street. Holy moly. Talking with the locals is never easy, but this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place of the city and was paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I'm guessing he meant the abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forefather Street between Kellogg Street and Windhouse Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. Local women were talking about a ruined house in Central Coverside near the radio tower of the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghost of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers who tried to settle in those ruins have gone mad. Wow! Alright, so we got 3, 6, 7 tomes, a plea for help.
The door won't budge.
We get all this. Keeping it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things in your room. Mind the floors, I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord.
Budge.
See what's up here. Just, you know, looting. Too many coincidences. So the lighthouse is out, several ships have gotten lost at sea, and some are now decorating the city's beaches. That's one thing. But now there's an enterprising fellow at the city port hiring salvagers to recover ships. He's turning a tidy profit from selling them. Can't be a coincidence. Need to look into it. Now, if only the city wasn't impossible to navigate. Wait a minute. Wait, is that where this is? Oh, just... That's where that is. Yeah, that's where that is. And then... very top right. Not in Old Grove, right? Huh. Oh, okay. Wild. Okay. Go down 2 more flights.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you though, mister, you want to stay on here, you stop making all that noise.
Who are you?
Sorry, but who are you again?
You bang your head or something? I'm Victor Olmsted. I own the place. This place. The Devil's Reef Hotel.
What noise?
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah? Well...
You're not exactly friendly with your guests.
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books
I can.
after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine, fine. Take what you wish.
Oh gosh. Oh my word. Okay, so yeah. Let's keep taking a look around. Maybe I'd find something there. Okay, we're good. We are good. My dear Victor, how's Oakmont treating you? Should you require any support, the Blackwoods will be happy to help you. I have arranged for that. Regarding your question, I don't know where Robert went, sadly. Only that he did not stay in Innsmouth. Perhaps there is hope he didn't perish in that cursed raid. Take good care of the hotel, please. Plenty of our relatives were interested in the property, but you're still my favorite nephew. I know the Devil's Reef is in good hands. Kind regards, Aunt Portia. Note about the hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you know already, kind of like the secret sign hobos use all over the country. What I learned is that the tradition dates back to the times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means that the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid sign marks hidden cash and useful items. The V-shaped sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. So I haven't figured out what the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. And then if you see a sign with a cross and 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. Walter, K help you if I hear you peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live without you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're out in the fish market, and I have dangerous people living here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Jesus, the Lord, just dumped everywhere. Okay. What the heck was that? Anywhere else?
I'm watching you.
Thank you. Good.
The door won't budge. Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
So yeah, that's where I'm going to end it for this episode. We solved the first murder about Robert Throgmorton. And next episode, we're going to start marking some of these case notes onto our map. Got a lot of places to check out. We'll see if this is anything from the map we found. Looks like some places are already marked. But we'll start working around Coverside and see what we can find. Yeah, we had a lot of lore to go through. So we'll probably revisit most of that. Yeah, thanks for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. You know, give me some tips in the comments. Let me know what you think if you want to see more. Peace.